This whole debacle has proven that the US government and the SEC is run by a bunch of morons at this point. Because the SEC isn't stopping crypto, it's just driving it away from the United States. And it's not even doing that. If they're trying to get it where the fat cats are getting into crypto cheap, they haven't really succeeded all that much. I mean, crypto is just going to the regular cycle. It dumped down to 16,000, and then despite all their attempts lately, it hasn't gone back there. So they're not actually succeeding in that. What they're really succeeding in doing by closing down all these exchanges is pushing people to DEXs. And that's what they don't actually want. But that's exactly what they're doing, because I doubt the US, like China, is going to ban VPNs. I don't think that would just fly in our country. And I don't think that would ever actually make it through Congress, by the ways. So the thing is, they're just being dumb and pushing us away from centralized exchanges and to decentralized exchanges. And that's going to make it a lot harder for them to actually track. Because you can track Coinbase. You can even track Binance, because Binance does Binance does actually make you do KYC. When I signed up for Binance, I had to hold up a sign with my picture and a Binance sign. That's a lot better than if someone uses Uniswap or PancakeSwap or something like that, where you have no idea who the hell they are. And they're going to and when they get on Uniswap and PancakeSwap, they're going to hear about these things called mixers. Now, many of you watching this channel already know what mixers are, but most people in the crypto industry that just bought in don't really know what they are, but they're going to hear about them and they're going to start using them as well. So realistically, what the SEC is doing is pushing people from the legit to the more shady. And the IRS and the government agencies really shouldn't want that, because it makes it really hard for them to actually track our money when they push us from the legit to the shady. And the thing is, crypto could be a huge revenue stream for the IRS. And I think a lot of people would actually follow regulations. You pushing it out of the United States is denying the government of their profits. And like I said, if you're trying to get it where the big banks can buy in for cheap, it ain't working. It really isn't. I mean, FTX fallout, and Terra Luna fallout were the biggest two drops. Your SEC shenanigans failed to push it below $25,000, and that just bounced back up by the BlackRock filing. So at this point, BlackRock probably doesn't want it to drop either. So I'm not really sure about this whole theory of like them trying to push it down right now, because I don't think they're going to be trying to push it down all that much anymore, because BlackRock, Fidelity, and a lot of these fat cats are already in. If they work for the fat cats, once the fat cats are in, why would they actually push the price down? That doesn't really make any sense. So whatever their goal is, it's not working. It's only really making you look really bad to the public, and probably going to cause you to lose a couple of lawsuits, which would decrease your power. And a lot of the states are even against it. Like, a lot of the states have just refused to accept the CBDC, and some states are enshrining crypto rights in the United States. So it's making a lot of fractures and divisions, and it's going to make it much harder for you to collect taxes, because you're pushing people to these DEXs. Now, this should be pretty obvious for a government that has a lot of money, because they can research these things, but they're not really thinking straight. They're like, hey, if we push people away from these crypto exchanges, that'll tank Bitcoin. Our fat cat friends can buy in and they can control the industry again. But that's not how it's working. And the thing is, you don't really need to own crypto to control the industry. You have futures, options, leverage. Your fat cat friends can control the industry whether they buy Bitcoin or not. Bitcoin does not have to be cheap for them to control the industry. So you really don't have any purpose. All this is doing is pushing crypto money out of the United States, and also forcing people in the United States to go through more shady means that's making it harder for you to track and to tax. And therefore, based on these conclusions, I conclude that our government and the SEC is run by a bunch of morons that don't know what they're doing. So let me know what you think, like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.